What's up, everybody? Look, I wanted to give you a quick update on Solana because its price is still doing what we knew it was going to do, but I'm now implementing a new strategy that I figured you'd want to know about. And so with that in mind, let's just jump onto the charts here and let's see what's going on. Of course, we are here over on MargeX, but more on that in a second. So looking at Solana, what you can see is that its price is still within this descending wedge that we've been tracking for the last few weeks. But I told you all, these are my favorite structures. I know Solana's price is going down, and if you just look at your portfolio, it might not feel good, but this is great. Why is this great? This is great because historically speaking, whenever you have a crypto that's at the top of a macro run that enters into a descending channel, the likelihood is here. This is just a cool down phase. This is just a little bit of a slowdown. The bulls are going to go refuel that gas. They're going to get ready to go. And at some point, the breakout to the upside over the long term is likely going to happen for continuation to the upside. This is not what usually the top of a cycle looks like. Even if this is a microcycle, this is not usually what this looks like. It doesn't usually happen like this. It usually happens somewhere, maybe even like this. Right, something like this to where maybe we do slow down, but in the macro, we are still going to look for continuation to the upside. And so knowing that this historically has such a high chance, 80 to 90% chance of getting a breakout to the upside and growth to the upside over the long term, I would be a bit of a fool, at least in my opinion, to not look to try to make some bids while we are in the downtrend. So what I'm going to be doing is, like I mentioned before, implementing my channel strategy. My channel strategy, which is my descending channel strategy, is whenever I purchase at crucial levels of support up until the point that we finally get the breakout to the upside. Every single time that I do this, I will almost always be in profit by the time the actual breakout happens. What that would look like is, say, let's say hypothetically the price does this. Okay, boom, we keep coming down here, we hold some support on top of $83, and I dollar cost average. Best case scenario is we break out right there and we look for continuation. I'm immediately in profit on that dollar cost average. Maybe I can take some profits, or maybe that's not even a dollar cost average per se. Maybe that's a long trade if that's the game you want to play. And then, of course, now, boom, you're looking like beautiful gains on the long trade. That's easy. Now, if you do want to do some long trades, you can use MargeX. Of course, you don't need to KYC. You don't need a VPN. You can just deposit funds and start trading over on Leverage wherever you are in the world. I believe they're the best trading platform here, and they actually give you a couple $100 in deposit bonuses. So just go ahead and check them out down below because, again, I think you're wasting your time on any other platform. But with that in mind, like I said before, again, that could be a long trade or that can be a DCA at this crucial level of support established by these previous touches of liquidity here, and of course what we saw back here. So that's of course level number one, currently around $83.16. And actually I'm going to price label all of these for you just so that you can see where these key crucial levels of support are. Now, let's say hypothetically the price keeps going down. So let's say it doesn't break out to the upside here, boom, and it continues downwards. Great. That means that we get to buy a little bit lower before the breakout happens. The next one that I'm noticing is $74.36, and that would be the next part in which I would be dollar cost averaging or going long. The next one after that, of course, maybe say we do something like this and we continue to the downside, would be around $64.35. That'd be the next level I'd be dollar cost averaging or going long at. And I would literally just continue this. And as we go lower and lower, my bids get bigger and bigger. So I might put in, say, $5 here, $8 here, and then $12 here. Right? So I'm lowering my average cost substantially as this thing goes down so that as we do eventually get that breakout to the upside, my average cost is typically leaning towards the lower side. Then I can immediately almost break even on the breakout and then be in gains as the price does look for that continuation to the upside. I love descending channels. I've done this for the last 3 or 4 years whenever we are in macro uptrends, and it rarely fails. Yes, there are times in which the price will just smash through this, right? Let me back up. There we go. Let's actually put these back on here. There are times maybe where we'll do this and we get smashed to the downside and then we go consolidate, and then obviously those buys that we're doing here weren't that good. That's just the least likely scenario here, right? Even if it is a slowdown, even if it is something like this, boom, eventually we're going to make that move. And this was all a beautiful accumulation zone because this was the first sign that this isn't the end of the rally. It just might be the end of the short-term push before the more macro long-term push does continue in a couple months. So for me, beautiful time to dollar cost average, easy time to dollar cost average. The odds are definitely in the bulls' favor in terms of a breakout towards the upside to some degree. And so again, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging or opening up some long trades on each one of these crucial levels of support at $83, $74, and $65 to the downside. Like I said, if you do want to open up your long trades, make sure you go do them on Margex. It's real easy, and you can get a couple $100 of a deposit bonus. Oh, and also don't forget, if you do want to see the things that I'm buying, the things that I'm selling, my portfolios, exclusive content, things of that nature, I do have a Patreon link down in the description below. But with that in mind, let me know, what are you doing? Are you buying Solana, selling, staking? What's your plan? What's your move with Solana? Let me know down there. I'll be chatting with you for the first few hours that this video does go live. So of course, I can't wait to speak to you there, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.